Hi there, Felipe here, your crazy creative designer. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, take a second to take a look at the other videos I talk about. I talk a lot about design and being a better designer, a better professional. And if you do enjoy the video, do leave a like, hit the subscribe, it means the world to me. So thanks for being here today. So today we're gonna be talking about a very small change, or very small changes that you or your clients or both of you can add to an e-commerce shop that is gonna enhance the conversion rate at no cost whatsoever, or at no opportunity cost whatsoever. So it's very easy peasy. Some people miss it, but I'm gonna show you how it is looking, how it is functional in the current state, in the current market environment and design environment. And then you can decide and maybe ABC test to see what works the best for you. So let me share my screen now. So here we go. Okay, so can you imagine what it is? Well, maybe you do. So I'm going to use Vivaris as our first example. Okay, this is a shop we created for Vivaris. It was a very big project, and as you can see, we have lots of custom fields and custom advantages and details, and these are like meta fields here. Icons are meta fields as well, and this is custom code. Everything is custom here in order to drive conversions, in order to improve design together with the content. And the main change that I'm talking about is very, very simple, but it does leverage a lot of psychology, so I'm going to show you in a second. So this is one of the product pages. As you can see, it's very thorough. We have FAQs, etc. So some of these elements, or most of these elements, are also adapted to drive conversions, but I'm talking about a little change that is going to be seen especially above the fold and in the buy box if it works with said brand. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, naturally social proof, but not in the same form as reviews, as product reviews, or rather using a little bit of visuals and using a little bit of reputable companies to cement a company's or an e-com shop's status as a trustworthy endeavor. So what we did here is we used a little snippet here by Trustshop, which is very popular here in Germany. And as you can see, by clicking it, you can see we have 150 reviews, and then you can go to the Trustshop page in order to take a look at some of those. But Trustshop in itself is a very reputable company, and their reviews are interestingly related to the shop. So that is something cool as well. Not only product reviews per se, but also shop reviews. You can do that with reviews.io as well, but I think Trustshop still has a more significant trustworthiness here in the German market. And so we added the snippet, which is right above everything in the announcement bar. So even if you go to the homepage, you are going to see the snippet first together with the other icons. We probably have to remove these social icons here. It's not very good, but just focusing on that, that's a very good idea. Then if we go to the product buy box, that's here, as you can see here, reviews are missing. Product reviews, that's because we're updating the apps. So, but usually we have product reviews, right, as most good companies should have. And we have here this little social proof widget together with profile images, and with the sentence, more than 100,000 orders. So it's enhancing the review social proof, the rating social proof, by adding a little bit of a human touch and a little bit of stats, which can be impressive and truly drive conversions. But this is also experimental. We did ABC tests, and this is the variant that worked the bestest. And currently, I think we have around 8 or 9% conversion rate on the shop. All right, fantastic. Let me show you an even better example. So if you go to this page, that's the Fuel page, which is one of the brands I developed for a client. And at the same time, what you see here this is the development of a little pet project of mine. It's called the Perfect Product Page, PPP. And that is basically the idea here. The notion here is to optimize product pages together with the content and the design. So to find a symbiosis between those two and find something that is that doesn't make any sacrifice in terms of conversion or design, but rather intertwines both in the best possible light in order to drive the impact of a brand and of a website. So it's not finished yet, but the features I want to show you are those I just talked about. So we have at the very top again at the announcement bar, and that's where I pulled my idea from. I had already developed this, and so as you can see, it's a very similar case study, right? We have here from Trustshop, but here instead we have more of those profiles, so we have a little bit more of a human touch. So this will be number one in the flow of ratings and social proof that you can have on a website. Then the next opportunity is probably in the buy box. So as you can see here, I added the widget with the individual people, okay, with the individual profiles and avatars. And I wrote, Paola and 2,000 people love our product, which is true. I hope so. But it's a little combination of, once again, avatars, which add to the realness of this rating, of this review, and a little bit of an explanation, a stat behind that to offer a foundation where people can say, oh my God, people love it, and that's how many people love it. So the more people, obviously, the more trust. And I forgot the name of that effect. There's a name for this effect in neural design. It just escaped me. But yeah, so there will be that. And then right below that, we have the product reviews. Okay. So because this is not a finished product yet, I haven't differentiated them. But at the very top, there's supposed to be a brand review. Okay. So shop and brand review, just like Trustshop's, which adds to the realness of the shop itself. And then here in the buy box, we have reviews that are related to the product themselves. Okay. Yeah, there'll be that. And then if you click on that, and the third opportunity would be below the fold and below the product story, basically, right here. So this is a carousel with the individual reviews. And as you can see, it's we make use of avatars, but in this case larger, and we bring them together with each of the wordings of the reviews themselves, with the stars and with the product at the very bottom. And here I also decided to combine the shop reviews together in here as well. So in this widget, basically we have the product review, we have noticeable avatars, we have noticeable stars, we have a summary of the rating, we have a name to the face, we have the product it's related to, and we have the shop reviews. So we are approaching each of the most relevant touch points and creating a synergy between those different sections that relate to ratings. And this alone, I've done this in a couple of other shops as well. We've seen increases from 8 to 12%, even in conversion rates, so 4 or 5%. It's not impossible. It's quite rare, but I would say if done well, it can increase conversions by 2 to 3%. That's like really, really, really good. And on average, I would say maybe a little less, maybe 1.5 to 2%. But the more the touch points are properly divided and listed and create this particular synergy, the better, obviously. And then there are many ways to go from this as well. We can have product images, like images that the reviewer took, so ratings with images as well. That is also very helpful. And we can create a section just for the product reviews, which could be very close to the buy box, maybe here somewhere. So you get the product reviews, and then you get a more expanded product reviews panel. So there will be also, that makes sense as well, and I'll probably build it into this project at a later time. But yeah, so this is the tool you can implement if you have no reviews. Ask people for reviews, ask family and friends for reviews, send out free products, and ask your customers for reviews, offer them discounts. Just get some fucking reviews. All right, it's very important. Social proof is going nowhere, especially in times where people fake it. So the more trustworthy, the more authentic it looks like, the better for you and for your customers. So I think I'll stop here. I hope this was helpful to you. If you liked the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Again, means the world to me. Thanks for being here. Aesthetics rock as usual, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.